Today's Halloween comic review is for Xena Warrior Princess issue 0 from Topps Comics. Warrior Princess versus Warrior Zombies. That's why I classified this as a Halloween pick. I haven't read or watched Xena in a long time, and I figure what the heck, this is a good one to check out. This is done by Aaron Lepresti, Hillary Barth, and Jordi Janssen. And the cat is not happy that I'm doing a comic review at the moment, apparently. Uh, we got Xena and Gabriel going wandering around, and they come across a temple in the side of the mountain. And when they start heading towards the temple, some zombies appear up out of the earth and attack them. You can wait to be petted, you pain in the. He's like, I'm gonna keep doing this till you just pet me. And when it gets cold out, which it's chilly right now, I feel like I should have a jacket on. Would you sit down? uh, but yeah, we went from 90 degrees a couple days ago to 60s the past couple days. So it looks like it's going to be staying here for a while. I just gotta deal with it. Gotta leave the door open for the cat to go in and out. But he doesn't like going out as much when it's colder. He'd rather have someone hold him constantly. And he doesn't like when you do other stuff. But anyways, back to the story. A bunch of zombies come up out of the ground, start attacking him. Gabriel gets caught, dragged down into the earth with some of the zombies. So Xena goes ahead to the temple because, of course, she's not going to leave Gabriel hanging. She's got to protect her. So, got nice warm coffee at least. So a hooded figure meets her at the door, and basically, he's like, "You can't bring the horse in, because you're gonna be dead anyways. So might as well leave the horse stay alive." But he ends up dropping his hood, and he's basically a zombified character. Also, he explains to Xena what's up with this Dragon Lord character that's been collecting all these souls for Hades, because Hades kicked him out, kicked him off to Earth, and he's been stuck here collecting souls. And he's got 3 evil, ugly, beastie characters that are protecting him. And then there's tons of wandering, mindless bodies without their souls wandering around in this temple also. 3 ugly characters that greet her when she gets into the temple far enough, and they explain to her that they're gonna eat her soul, eat her, and she basically goes into Xena battle mode and starts taking them out. And once she gets past them, she comes to a chamber and notices a tail and realizes the dragon's bigger than she expected. The dragon god character, big old dragon that she's gonna have to deal with, and the dragon so happens to have Gabrielle with him at the moment. She's already tranced, dead-eyed, whatever you want to call it, soon to be zombified. Uh, so they go back and forth with banter and stuff for a while, and then Xena ends up going into her battle mode again. And yes, I'm going. This is basically all being spoiled because you got to find these if you want to read it anyways. So not like it's something new. This came out back in the '90s, I think. But as they battle, the dragon gets a hold of Xena, starts absorbing her soul. The top panel there, I'd point at it, but my other arm's on the cat, and the cat happy. So he keeps pulling on her soul, and she's pulling back. She ain't gonna let her soul be taken. And of course, eventually she breaks the dragon's hold, and she wins the power struggle for the soul, the tug of war. And then she goes and throws her sword through the dragon's heart, which, if you pierce the dragon's heart, you can release all the souls, and the souls can go back to their bodies and all that stuff. So he's dying. He drops Gabriel. Xena jumps to save her, and then once they get their footing back and get their mindset back in order, they notice that everybody's walking around realizing they got their souls back in their bodies and stuff like that. And then she comes out to the front character, the hooded character. He just so happens to be this great dragon slayer that's slayed 39 out of 40 dragons. Obviously, I'm guessing number 40 was this one that got him, but now he's back in his princey style form, and he gets a kiss off of Xena because that was one of the things when she went into the temple. He said you can either go in and deal with all the beings and all that stuff, or you can give me a kiss and I can go represent you to the dragon lord. And yeah, it was a fun story. It definitely made me realize that I haven't seen Xena in a long time, and I could go for watching some of those episodes. And then we get this other bonus story in here. Really cool because it's done by a couple of my favorite comic creators out there. But this is The Theft of the Young Lovelies. It's script by Robert Trebor, pencils by Amanda Connor, and inks by Jimmy Palmiotti. Letters by Ken Lopez, colors by Digital Chameleon. But yeah, I was so happy to see Amanda Connor and Jimmy Palmiotti's name on this one. But we see basically a female being offered up in an auction for slave or whatever. She's set up for marriage or whatever they want. And she they start the bidding, and Salaminius shows up, and he bids way less, plus a cow chip. And so that starts a bunch of stuff, and then Xena jumps in, and all heck, all hell breaks loose. Trying to be all nice, saying heck. And Salaminius, she yells at him to get into the temple and see about finding anybody that's being held captive and release him. And he does, and he ends up coming across a bunch of young women that are just caged up, waiting to be sold off, and they all fall in love with Salaminius, and well, not fall in love with, but thank him for saving them, and they just go on and on with him, and it's a fun little story. But yeah, I was happy to see Amanda and Jimmy on that. That was cool. I wish they were on both stories, but both stories were great. I enjoyed them. So check out Topps Comics issue 0 of Xena Warrior Princess, and you could get a nice, fun zombie story. The second one's not Halloweeny. I didn't know there was a second story until I read it. I'm pretty sure I read this a long time ago, but I don't fully remember it. So probably not. But yeah. Check it out. Keep following Under the Cult of MS. Rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend, give us those likes. Leave a comment. I'll comment back. Check out the Crimson Cull Comic Club. And I'll be back with more of these soon, especially a Halloween review every day this month. So take care, and also check out Mondays, 5 p.m. Central Time, Psychotronic Squirt Guns channel for our auction if you want to do it. Join in a live claim sale. Otherwise, you can rewatch the videos later and also claim them. So, all right. Thanks. Bye.